200 views already on my Kingdom Hearts videos? Altogether? Yes! It's a success! And I'm gonna make good on my promise and recreate the Kingdom Keyblade in LEGO Worlds! Hiya guys, Storm20111's back again with a LEGO Worlds build, a very special one I should say, where I'm going to recreate the Kingdom Key in LEGO Worlds, which is Sora's main weapon of choice in the Kingdom Hearts series. Now, this model is not going to be a full reproduction of the model. It's just going to be the best I can do, but I do hope that you enjoyed the video that I've made. If you have, please do leave a like down below, a comment as well to show your gratitude in case you've ever seen any, and I will also leave down in the description of this video the link to the playlist for my Kingdom Hearts playthrough so far, as well as a list of all the individual videos and how many views each one of them has accumulated for my game playthrough so far. So, without further ado, let's get building! Okay, so in order for us to start off this Kingdom Key build on LEGO Worlds, we're gonna first start off with adding something right here on the road that I've got, and that's gonna be a T-junction. And I just want to make sure that it is nicely in line. There we go. Bingo. Now we're ready for the build. So first thing we're going to do is go to the build tool, and for builds of this caliber, it's important to do a bit of practice before you actually do it. So as you can see on the right of the screen, right here, where my mouse is, I did a bit of a practice build on how to do the main base of the Kingdom Key. It might not be the perfect build, but it will help out with what's to come. So first of all, I'm going to go into my 1x1 round bricks, and then I'm going to pick a location I want to start off the build. And for this, it's going to be around here. And I'm going to, actually, that's the wrong color. I'm going to go straight into a sort of like a shiny metallic color, so a platinum metal will work for this. Because if you take a look at the reference materials that I've got, because I've got a model of Sora here, the metallic platinum would be a perfect, ideal color for it. So with that done, I can now move on to moving on to my slopes. And the first slope that I'm going to need is an introverted slope in, I believe, a 1x3. Yes, it is. And because we're trying to recreate it as best as we can, and this isn't going to be an exact science to it, we're going to want to try and build it to the best of our abilities. So, I'm going to start off 2 layers above the ground level for the build, and then I'm going to do this 3 more, couple more times. There we go. Yep, so those 3 are going to be absolutely perfect and essential to the build. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch from an inverted slope straight into a proper 1x1 brick. And then attach that right there. Next up is another slope, and this time it's going to be a 1x3. And I only do this twice, so that it gives up a nice shape for a part of the crown on the build. And that's what we want. Next, I'm gonna grab some fill out parts of that base of the Kingdom Key. So I'm going to start off with some 1x2s. There we go. Then move on to 1x4. And finally another 1x2. Then I place a 1x2 there, and then finally apply 1x3 to help start forming the base of the Kingdom Key, the main edge, if you will, of the weapon. And when that's done, I can now move on to a 1x2 introvert slope. And the reason why I'm using a 1x2 instead of a 1x3 is basically because of system limitations. If I was to do a 1x3 introvert slope, like so, it wouldn't give out the rising effect of the Kingdom Key as such. If you can see right here on the picture. So if I did it in a 1x2 and then apply the 1x3, part of that Kingdom Key will start to take shape. And when that is over and done with, I can then grab some proper 1x3 slopes. Oops, and then start to work on more of the Kingdom Key. So, for this part of the step, instead of going directly up over it, I'm going a one peg away from it, so that it gives out sort of like a shape of an actual crown. Then I'm going to fill out those gaps with some more 1x4s and 1x3s. And of course, let's not forget the 1x2s. And then we just do the exact opposite of what we did earlier. We grab some introvert slope 1x3s. Like so. So that it starts to form sort of like a crown shape. And then I grab an 1x2. Or another 1x... yeah, definitely another 1x3 introvert slope. Sorry, it was a 1x3 slope here. Then I apply another 1x2, which is perfect. And then I put a normal 1x3 on like so, so that we've now got ourselves something of a shape to the base of the Kingdom Key. Then I'm just going to start off by filling out the gaps, which would lead between the base of the weapon to the hilt, to the stabilizer, to the main body of the key. Sorry. So, with that, I could have done an octagonal tower, but then if I did, it would have looked a little off. So 1x1 round brick would have been absolutely perfect for a build like this. If it was a 3x3, then it would have been a different story. But they only do it up to 4x4 2s. No 3s, so this is the best that we can do right now. they were to do a LEGO Worlds 2, I would definitely do some more builds of that, on that. There we go. And then to finish off that step, I'm gonna grab two introvert 1x3s. Oh, sorry, inverted 1x3 slopes. And then work my way downwards. Then I'll grab a little 1x1 brick. And then start to get to work on the proper 1x3 slopes. Like so. Now all I gotta do is fill up the gaps, and then we can move on to the next step. And it's perfectly completed. All we gotta do now is work on some tiny little details, which is the circular pieces, which is in the middle of the crown. So I'm gonna be using the little 1x1 and 1x2 plates to try and create sort of like a circular effect on the blade itself. So I'm gonna see. Well, if I try and do a 1x3 plate, first and foremost, and then apply do it like this. Almost looks like a perfect circle. And that will work. What I gotta do is go further down. And there we go. We have the main edge of the Kingdom Key. And now we can move on to building up more of the main body of the blade. So we're going to go back to our round 1x1 bricks, and then we're going to build it until we have a nice length to it. So first of all, we'll build it up to here so that it's nice, and connected to everything, so that it doesn't look out of place. Then I'm going to build it to about 20 or so high. That would be a good height for the Kingdom Key. Or I could apply another 10. There we go. That would be perfect. And now I'm going to try and apply some at least a couple of a little more details onto the model. So I'm going to try and apply some circular pieces to it. So we'll make it a little bit bigger. Next up, we just need to make sure that there's somewhat of a plate, a ring of sorts from onto the Keyblade. So the first thing, well, the closest thing that I can see that would fit it. It's not a flower plate. We don't even have a This would be a bit tricky. That wouldn't work either. So what I'll do is I'll use a little 1x1 round plate for it. And then apply. It would be great if we could actually apply these bricks in the middle of the models. Unfortunately, we're not allowed to. So I'll go back and just fill up the gap with a couple of more round plates. Next I'm going to grab a sort of a blue color, something that will match the ring that will lead between the handle of the Keyblade weapon to the main blade. So we're going to need something of a bluish color. And a bright blue will be kind of like a perfect example of it. So we'll go with that. And then I'll move on to the main hilt of the blade. And to start it off, I'm going to need something of a golden metal. A warm gold would be perfect for this weapon. So I'm going to start off with a 1x1 plate here, and then apply an inverted 1x3 as such, so that we've got a good start on the base of the handle here, of the blade, from the blade to the handle itself. Then I'm going to apply an inverted slope on both sides. And at least this would be a good amount. 3 is perfect, would be a perfect ideal sum for me. And then I'm going to apply some bricks to connect them. And then to start off working from the middle, I'm going to start building some little slopes onto the model. So some 1x3s will be perfect around here. And here. Then I'm going to apply a 1x2 right here and here, which is going to be perfect. And then apply a gold round 1 by 1. And then next up, I'm going to go back to my inverted brick, to the method of plates building, and then start to work on the curve right here on the Keyblade. So first of all, I'll start off with one, and then move on to different shapes, different sizes. So that we've got that nice curve effect. There we go. Could just do a little 2x2 plate. Right there. There we go. Then it looks like it does have that curve. Then I'm going to grab some 1x3s and then build it to about, I'd say, this would be a good distance. Next, I'm going to apply some 1x2s. So it's about here. And then start to work on some more of those slopes. And this bow brick would be the perfect go. And then I can start to work on building some little plate builds, so that it might not be the most accurate of the plate builds out there, but it will work to create that curved effect on the display, or the model, sorry. There was an inverted curved slope brick, I would have gone with that. Go. Just realized it would make a lot more sense to use a 1x2. And back to the 1x1 plates. Then to try and create something of a downward curve. Immediately go back to a little one by my little plates. So my bricks. Then move on to my plates. So that I can then work on the slopes. And do the same again on the other side of the Keyblade. Go. Then apply 1x3 to each side. Then go straight to my round 1x1 bricks. And then start to fill out the gaps. We're nearly done with the Keyblade. We've only just got a few little things that we have to add on to the model. The first thing is we're going back to our 1x1 bricks, but we're also going to stick with the platinum gold, the warm gold for a bit, and add an inverted slope. We'll do it right here, then add replace those bricks that we just applied with some 1x4s. Then go back to the inverted slopes, 1x2s. Like so. So we've got the whole of the metallic gold done for the model. Now we're going to move on to building the handle for the weapon. So for this, we're going to go back to our 1x1 round bricks and then switch over to a blackish color. And black, perfect black, because if you take a look at the handle of the Keyblade, the Kingdom Key, it does look like a rigid black, but unfortunately we can't do anything with any rigid blocks, so instead we're going to work with a normal black. And that is the majority of the Keyblade done. We've just got one little thing that we need to do, and that is to apply apply some more of the warm golds so that it feels like a proper Keyblade. And for that, we should go back to our plates and see if we can get a little rounded plate that we can use. And I'll start with a 1x3. There we go. And then apply a little 1x1 round plate onto the top. And speaking of, I can, looking back at that model, I can actually go back to my platinum metallic, and then start immediately get to work. Look on trying to recreate the that little gap that we started off with earlier. So first off, a 1x3, then apply a 1x1 plate, both sides, then the round quarter circle pieces. And that's it. Sora's weapon, the Kingdom Key minus the chain, is ready to seal away the hearts from the darkness, so that they do not succumb to the Heartless. And I hope you guys have enjoyed this little video. If you have, please do remember to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you get notified of my latest content. Next week's video, we are going Trinity hunting in Kingdom Hearts. But for now, happy gaming, and I will see you on the next milestone, which will hopefully be 400 views, where I will recreate iconic starships and, of course, vehicles from movies and tabletop games. Happy gaming!